Hello and welcome to this quick look at Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon incorporates elements from roguelikes and bullet hells to create a fairly unique experience. Let's have a look, shall we? At the start of each game you will choose from one of 4 characters. Each character has a unique ability or trait that will differentiate them and give you a little bit of an extra boost in your game. The Marine starts with a bit of extra armor to protect against attacks and the ability to call in a single ammo drop. The Pilot gets discounted purchases at the in-game shop and he can lockpick one sort of chest, I suppose you'd call it. I mean, it is a chest, so, you know. It helps when you don't have a key. The Convict, which is personal favourite, starts with both a shotgun and a Molotov cocktail, which can cause some serious damage. She also has a passive ability where if she takes damage, she can deal out even more for a short while. And the Hunter has a crossbow and a dog. Let's pick her. So this is the hub area, where you'll start most games unless you choose the quick start option. As you progress through the game, you will gradually meet new characters who will open up new shops to add new items to the Gungeon, or they'll just cause new sort of little side distractions as you progress through the level. This guy is a dick. You have a leap move, which will give you the option to basically leap over bullets, and you do have a couple of invincibility frames at the start of the leap, but not at the end, so timing is required. Enter the Gungeon is all themed around bullets, as I would presume you would guess from the fact that it's called a Gungeon. These guys have bullets for heads. Oh good, I'm ready to enter. Let's go in. So as I've previously said, it incorporates elements of roguelikes and bullet hells. The roguelike aspect is that as you play through the game, you will gradually descend several levels of dungeon, each getting progressively harder and featuring a wider variety of enemies and hazards. Similar to the Binding of Issac, if any of you have ever played that. You have a gun, which is your basic starting pistol, has unlimited ammo, so you can fire that as much as you want. As you progress, you will find new and interesting guns, which will all get listed in the Ammonomicon, which is a sort of guide. It will give you a brief description of any of the items you have, and you can also see from the 18 or so times I've played through so far, I still have many more weapons to discover. I am not good at this game. I'm in fact dreadful. But I give it a best shot and I have fun, which is all that matters. So as you go through the rooms, each of them is procedurally generated out of preset tiles. So you will get a different variety of enemies and rooms appearing each time you play through. The rooms lock off after when you enter them, preventing you from leaving until you've killed all of the enemies. As you can see, the enemies are delightful little bullets that will wobble around and make you feel bad before you shoot them because they're shooting you. I should also mention before I continue, because I'll probably forget, is that you can see in the bottom right corner I have weapons. Your basic starting weapon, which all characters will have, has infinite ammo, so you can feel free to pray and spray as much as you like, but comparatively it's weaker to, say, a crossbow. The crossbow does have limited ammo, which ammo can sometimes be difficult to come across, so it's a bit of a risk-reward to using. Admittedly, I didn't show it off too well there because I just blew up everything. This game does have a fairly interesting cover mechanic, in that when there's a table or a coffin or anything else in the room, you can flip it, which will block bullets, so you can use it as cover from the enemies. The enemies so far haven't been too bullet hells-ish, because these basic ones fire one shot every few seconds. They're not a big issue. these blobs will run at you and try to hurt you by touching you inappropriately. So the basic goal is to gradually descend through the... Oh, I completely screwed up then. Is to gradually descend through the dungeon, acquiring stronger weapons and defeating the bosses of each level until you get to the end, where the ultimate goal is to find a gun that can kill the past. Isn't that impressive? But as you can see from that knight who keeps... Oh, something's appeared. Enemies will occasionally teleport into the levels just as you think you've cleared them. But as you can see from that knight that I just fought, he will send a wave of bullets, which really does appeal to the bullet hell style. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before in a playthrough, so I was a little thrown off there. But yeah, this is made by Dodge Roll, who I believe are named because of their option to include a dodge roll, and published by Devolver Digital, who you may know as having published games such as Hotline Miami and the more recent Serious Sam games. Now these little floor things, platforms I guess, are what let you teleport basically. If a room has one of those in, like the last room, you can hold L2, because I'm playing on a console. You can see that these rooms have the option to teleport. I can teleport to them. Now, I don't have to be in a room with one of these in to teleport, but I do have to teleport to a room with one of these in, if that makes sense. Oh, and here's our first chest. It's got moonshine. This is a delightful power that basically doubles your shots. Very useful if you have a shotgun. Now, the point of those teleporters is that they're supposed to basically make it so it's less annoying to just keep travelling back and forth. But none of the rooms here, illustrated by the question marks, were near any, so I did have to walk. Little birds that lay eggs that shoot bullets, and more of these lobby things. Drink my moonshine, and as you can see, my pistol now does a double shot. It still only uses the same amount of ammo though, so it's quite a strong power. But it does take quite a while to recharge. Now this is the boss room. I do not want to fight the boss yet, because I will probably get completely and utterly murdered, which isn't pleasant. I do not recommend it. These wizards are annoying because they just teleport. Something's over. Oh, it's another wizard. Wizard Eye. Oh, stand still, you annoying little bugger. There's a shop over here to the left, according to my map. And here you can see... Oh look, a pea shooter. It shoots peas. Yeah. I'm just gonna buy a key because keys are useful. Armor will protect your health, but it will get destroyed when it gets shot. These blue things, which I should have really mentioned earlier, are called blanks. You start the game with 2 of them, and you can use them to basically wipe out all bullets in the room. That is the shot bullets, not the walking around anthropomorphic bullets. So those little red things, I can get rid of. The actual bullets, it won't. It will stun them. That's for when you're feeling overwhelmed, which happens quite often in the boss rooms. And it will just give you a temporary respite to dodge, attack, whatever you feel is necessary. As you can see, the little enemies are also capable of using the tables as cover. Oh, there's something through here. An Uzi. well, machine pistol the game calls it, but we've all played GTA, we all know what it is. And there's nothing in that room, so I think it's time for me to probably fail at killing this boss. It really depends which boss it is. And it's the king on the lead throne, I believe. The Bullet King in the lead throne. And here's where the full proper bullet hell experience comes. Look at that, isn't that glorious? Ah! I apparently hit that guy and angered him slightly. Activate my moonshine, and I just got shot again. I'm starting to not like this. See, I told you, I was dreadful. I'm down to like 1/2. Now that was a blank right there. Which, as you saw, got rid of the few bullets that were moving around. I've just activated the second one because I just want to kill this guy quickly. And I barely make it. After completing an boss, you get credits like these, which you can use back at the hub area to purchase new weapons to appear in the Gungeon. And I got a void shotgun, something I have seen before, but is quite powerful. And so, after completing each boss, you progress down onto the next level of the Gungeon. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, goodbye.